My hot hand's going. Dang. Over this fucking brick. Dude, you bringing your boom box out here?
Auxiliary, DVD, Bluetooth.
I think it just connected to your phone. I think it did.
These are bricks first. Not the cinder blocks, alright?
Oh, you
And
want
then
to hide
the
them?
square ones. He said this guy was coming to take some. That's alright. Just take them. Yeah, we'll run these ones first. Bricks. And I'm trying to make them. This is the last dumpster I'm getting, so anything else I'm gonna put in my truck. So. Yeah.
Are you
It's just going in.
Well, he's incredible. 2 huge runs.
I'm
I think
saying
it's
that
5
because
runs of
cinder
60,
blocks,
50 or plus,
if
50
there's
plus yards
there's
this
not
season.
enough
It's been
space,
remarkable.
I'm
And
trying to
remember,
break
you
them up
mentioned it.
to get them.
Rams get the ball back one more time at the end, and Stafford's driving them down. Nakua makes that crazy catch. And then the 2nd and 2. To take me through your perspective call on that play, the Jalen quarterback, because as I watched the replays, and there was a good breakdown by Dan Orlovsky, Tyler Higbee came open over the middle. If Jalen Carter's I
try if you can. I'm not saying we gotta stack them just per se, but yeah, we're gonna make this. We're gonna make this happen for sure. I talked to the guy when he came and switched cans out, and I said, "You kind of screwed me on this one, dude, because he told me two different things." And he said, he apologized. He said, "I meant to the 6-yard line on the canister. It gives you about 7 tons." He said, "I come to find out." He said I could have went a little higher than we did last time, so this one we're gonna go a little higher. I should have stopped at that gas station. I thought, shit, this also.
Weather really was a factor in this game, but I think the thing about Jalen Hurts, and I say it over and over again, on every level, in every big game, there's no stage too big for him. He just seems to come through.
He does, and he has in the NFC Championship game, which will be Sunday at the Lake Barrel. Let's talk about the matchup for the first time. The Eagles and the Commanders, the third time we'll see them this season. And it's a remarkable turnaround for a franchise that's been down for a long time. They were very impressive Saturday night in Detroit.
They were, but the thing that surprised me, I liked all the post-game shows, people on the network level were talking about
fucking demo jobs kicking
them. The last time they played, there was no mention of the fact that when they beat the Eagles, Jalen Hurts was out for the last 3 quarters.
Well, it's a huge part of it, yeah. I mean, really, the first game they played here on that Thursday night, Daniels faced a little bit of a rib issue. The second game, Hurts was out at the end. So this, Merrill, this feels like the first time we might get both close to full strength. We'll see where Jalen is. Merrill, it's going to be a really fun game on Sunday, and it's pretty rare we get a division rival this deep in the playoffs. This makes it even more fun.
You know, I'm going to tell you what it's going to come down to, and I think you guys would agree.
It's going to come down to the Eagles. That's what it's going to come down to.
Going to win this game. Washington is here because of the 5 gifts they were given by Detroit. The Eagles' biggest factor yesterday in winning the game were the 2 fumbles by Kyron Williams and Matthew Stafford. They changed the game.
You're right, and all 4 winners this weekend with the Chiefs, the Bills, the Eagles, the Commanders, 0 combined turnovers. So it is clearly the biggest thing in these postseasons so far. Merrill, we appreciate you hopping on. Have a great week, and we'll see you Sunday as we get set for a chance to go back to the Super Bowl. Thank you, Merrill.
Thank you, Joe, and hi, Hugh.
Merrill! What's going on?
There we go. It's Merrill Reese. We'll talk to you
I
again.
got used to that. I mean, I say
Hey, Merrill. Hey, Merrill.
Yeah.
You guys say hi at the end. Hugh, it is remarkable. Like, we say it, and it's obviously a thing. But to have all 4 winners this weekend, Bills, Chiefs, Eagles, Commanders, 0 combined turnovers.
Man, it's one of those things where you try to tell people, please, the person that said it last week, I forgot who it was, just call in and give me that retort about how it doesn't matter, turnovers don't matter, or you don't care about him not turning the ball. That's the key in the playoffs. The game is a lot different. It's a little bit more physical. The Rams came to play yesterday. They really came to play. And they stuck basically to the game plan that I thought they would stick to. The thing that hurt them was, to your point, turnover. They turned the ball over, and the worst time they could do it Then they took it to the house.
Yep.
So that talk about the game against Baltimore Buffalo. Turnovers. Come on, man.
That was one of the worst fourth quarters a good player's ever played. He lost the game.
I feel bad for him, man, because the unfortunate thing about things like that is social media, and when fans get on social media and start to echo their sentiments about the way that you play. Hopefully he turned his notifications off.
Oh, I just turned the phone off.
Yeah. Because that's when it gets ridiculous. It gets real ridiculous and stuff like that. But that was one of the first things I thought about when I saw that, especially how it ended, the game ended. Yeah.
Well, so often in these huge games, it's not even who makes the play to win the game; it's who makes the play to lose the game. I mean, that was. I think about Rivera mentions the Commanders and how they won on Saturday night in Detroit. It was Lions' mistakes. I mean, they were up 7-3 in the first quarter.
Then they got killed.
Yeah.
And they started trying to get killed.
Goff fumbled. They were about to go up 14-3, and then late, Hugh, when they let Jamison Williams, the receiver, throw the ball and he threw it to the other team. That's when I said it's a wrap.
But here's the thing, though, Joe. He threw it to like double or triple coverage or something.
Don't you think the teaching point there is if it's
Don't
not
throw
there,
it. If it's
eat
not
it.
there, don't throw it. The moment was too big
Oh,
for
my
it.
goodness.
He went into straight panic mode because they were on his ass like a pair of tight draws. And he tried to throw it to get ready to take the heat off himself, and you just made it worse. No, just go ahead, man. Take this sack.
Oh, shit.
You got to run out of bounds or something.
Yeah, we're on them
Don't turn
shovels
the ball
now.
over. That's the worst thing that you can do.
Totally is. 215-592-9494. We're back to the phone lines here through React. Who gets the game ball for you? And let's talk about an Eagles team that is now getting set for the NFC title game. Jeff in Wilmington. What's up, Jeff?
What's up, guys?
How we doing?
That was a classic. I lost my train of thought.
Classic Eagles playoff
that was
game.
me
Classic
every day.
game at the link. What are you thinking?
Well, it was survive and advance.
Yes. Well, that's
And due to the weather, anybody with half a brain would know that wasn't going to be a normal game. And the biggest key, in my opinion, and Hugh's opinion, probably everybody that knows football, is no turnover.
That's the biggest, Jeff. That's the biggest thing, man. Like, even when Jalen got the safety, I was a little nervous about that, but he had a couple runs, man, where you could tell it was in the front of Jalen's mind every time he ran to protect the football. Don't turn the football over. You can see that.
My biggest fear at that point was, first of all, I was like mad because why are they throwing the ball when he's in the end zone? And he just got hurt.
He just got hurt.
And the other thing was, let's just run the ball, man. Just run the ball. I don't care.
Jeff, I couldn't believe on their last possession, on the second down, they threw the ball. I wanted more out of here. I wanted to take a job somewhere else immediately. Like, what are you doing?
Jalen Carter was a beast, and a Jomo, who I didn't even know was on the team, that was a big sack too. He had a big sack in that series. I think he was one that Carter had. So let's go, man. We'll get into the weeds tomorrow and the next couple days on individual play. Oh, Darius Slay had a pretty good game.
He did. Pass breakups. Darius Slay and Jeff, man, good phone call. And yes, we got a lot to talk about. It's Celebration Day, also the Reflection Day. We got a lot to talk about this week. Slay has been way better than I thought he'd be this year, Hugh. I thought at 34 years old, I think we discussed before the season, would he even fit into Vic Fangio's defense? Was that more tackling from their
He
quarterback?
stepped up big, man.
I think it's awesome because I didn't expect anything from him this year. I thought we had discussions in the summer that by midseason would he be traded? Would they replace him with all the young corners because Quinion was coming, Cooper was coming, Isaiah Rodgers was here? He's still a big part of this thing. I mean, he's not what he was 5 years ago as an athlete, Hugh, but he can still play.
Yeah, I tell you what, man, and the fact that the OG, makes big plays, has his Hulk Hogan moments and things like that. I mean, that's kind of his brand. He's kind of settled down over the last couple of weeks. I haven't heard too much. He hasn't said anything inflammatory on his podcast, anything like that. He's just been out there playing football. I guess that's what happens when you get a little older and you just got to focus on one thing or the other. So I guess he just focused on football.
Even the biggest play, I would say, in the pass game that they beat him on yesterday, Hugh, I just thought it was an incredible passing catch. The Kuba catch.
Well, it was, and plays like that happen.
Yeah, I mean, great players make great plays. I mean, he's going to give up some. And Kuba is, one of the best in the league. 215-592-9494. Charles in Bluebell's up. Hey, Charles.
All right, what's up, guys? What's up, Hugh?
How we
What's up,
feeling,
man?
Charles?
Listen, I'm going to paint a similar picture. Think about the end of the game yesterday. I mean, we were, the fans, media, everybody, we were staring at the jaws of defeat. And then Stafford threw that last pass wide. You know, it sailed high. It was similar to our Super Bowl year when we played Atlanta. And Matt Ryan was throwing that ball to Julio Jones in the end zone. I mean, if he catches it, we lose.
Yep.
It was very, very
I agree. Charles, it was a similar game. It was a little higher scoring, but it was a similar, like, bite your nails. They've got it, then they don't, and you feel like your heart's going to stop 5 times.
Exactly. Now, I want to bring up a player. Just like Jalen Carter, when he got that sack yesterday, that was a game-changing moment. I'm going to mention the Redskins linebacker, Frankie Luvu.
Luvu, yep.
Listen, he knocked out Jalen Hurts a few weeks ago. But in that Detroit game, when Jared Goff threw that pick 6, Frankie Luvu, it was a helmet-to-helmet shot.
Yep.
And when he hit Jared Goff was not the same player after that game, after that hit.
Charles, you know what it reminded me of? A quarterback in the divisional round throwing an interception and then a defensive player taking him out. It reminded me of a certain pass rusher for the Eagles, you know, let's say back in the early 2000s, taking out Jim Miller.
Listen,
You have to credit Hugh Douglas.
I remember that game. That was the last game in Old Soldier Field before they closed down for renovations. And Hugh Douglas planted him in the turf. As a matter of fact, when he did the renovations, they had to dig up Jim Miller out the turf.
Guy was buried there. Hugh, how about Frankie Luvu having his Hugh Douglas?
Yeah, I tell you what, man. When every quarterback knows, and when I was in practice, they used to practice this. You throw a pick, get off the field. Because defensive players are taught to look for you. And at that point, you're a defender.
But Hugh, when Goff threw that interception, he got planted. Oh, by the way, it should have been a personal foul, but they didn't do it because they were calling personal fouls on Mahomes over the weekend for less than that.
Well, I mean, if you sneeze near Mahomes, you're getting a personal foul. Charles, good phone call. Yeah, I thought it as soon as it happened. So Saturday night, Goff throws the pick. It's returned for a touchdown. It should have been a foul because he hit him under the chin, and that would have taken away the touchdown. Still Commander's ball, but I thought of the play. Same round, NFC North champion by an NFC East team on the road. Frankie Louisville is the new Hugh Douglas. Here's how it sounded all those years ago.
The 25, the design rollout by Miller. Woefully underthrown pass is intercepted by Damon Moore. Damon Moore will pick up 2. Brad Johnson passes last week in the wild card game against Tampa Bay. Picks this one off, and Jim Miller is holding on to his right arm and shoulder as he comes off the field.
Well, you're going to see what happens. When there's an interception, the defensive players always look up the quarterback first. You see right there, looked like Hugh Douglas driving Jim Miller into the ground, and that appears to be his throwing shoulder.
And let's not forget the great play made by Damon Moore as Hugh Douglas wrestles Miller down.
Well, the thing about it is, Dick, is there's nothing illegal about what Hugh Douglas did. He blocked Jim Miller into the ground.
Hugh, I thought Louvu, when I was watching the play unfold, like he saw Goff trying to make the play, and he's like, oh, I'm taking him out.
Oh, yeah, he gave him the business, too. It's one of those things, like I said, quarterback knows, or you should know. You throw a pick, just go to the sideline, dog, because you're going to get hurt. And that's my job. At that point, I'm trying to hurt you. Because every defender knows that if you take the quarterback out, the second guy has to get warmed up. And that you're imposing your will on that offense. Because you've taken out the commander. You've taken out the leader. And that's basically what it is. And Frankie didn't do anything wrong. You just have to know, especially when it's a bang-bang play, man, get down or get your ass off the field.
Frankie's got a little reputation, though. He knocked Hurts out of the Commander's game. He knocked Goff to the 10th yesterday. Saturday. I try to avoid him.
Guess what? They coming loaded for bear when they come to town.
I'm just saying, I try to avoid him on Sunday.
Yeah, you should.
He seems like a problem. Let's go to Bruce in D.C. What's up, Bruce?
Good morning, gentlemen. Good morning. Victory!
Bruce, how we feeling today?
Oh, man. Hey, look. I'm just glad that we won the game. I'll get into the negatives, couple of days. I'm just recovering from a hangover. I'm up here in Philly. I'm going to be down to Chickies and Peach later on. So look, I'm just glad that we got past the Rams in this victory. I mean, look, you know, the bottom line is that, and I'm waiting for the Jalen haters to call in, maybe in the next couple of days, but you know, this is not enough credit to how he managed the game in the adverse conditions that he was in. Because, you know, the thing is that I don't have to talk about Barkley. We already knew what we get from Barkley and from the defense. But I just wanted to just mention him as a shout out. And, you know, the thing is that his performance was the best that he could do. But the problem is, you know, I will say this one thing, is that they have to do a better job in setting up plays for him. Because, like you said, that 2nd and 7 just burned me up. Like, I don't know what Sirianni and Moore are thinking about. Just keep running the ball, you know?
And if you're going to throw it, Bruce, how about a quick hitter? They had him roll out. He's got a bad knee, and we're rolling around back there.
Exactly. And you know, they did that on the first drive. I said, you know what, think it's on. And that's exactly what they did. They set up that RPO, and he got the touchdown. And they got away with doing think it's on. You got to get, you know, AJ, and he doesn't have a massive amount of yards speed. And he got a first down just by running a simple slant pattern. You could have did the same thing. Why? You know, but I'm not going to revel in. I'm just going to leave that alone for now. I'm just glad that they won. You know, we got the victory, and I'm not scared to come in. If you think about the penalties that we got, you know, Lane Johnson, AJ dropping the ball, and there was a
Cold shooter.
That was another 3 potential touchdowns.
That's for sure, man.
Possibly had.
Whew, I don't have anything that I didn't work for personally myself. Anything that I own, I've personally worked hard for, man. I try to make an honest living, man.
I mean, and we're just, you know, we're just going to see what's going to happen. But I think they played an outstanding game.
Well, they played the cleaner game, Bruce, for sure. Bruce, we appreciate the phone call. Yeah, look, I don't think there's much Jalen Slater.
We're also talking about the Eagles going to the Super Bowl in this live, because it's going to happen.
Was an awesome play, and that's a big reason they won the game. But as far as the passing game, which again isn't just him.
I got into an argument with a young boy on Friday. He told me that his Lions were going to win and the Eagles were going to lose yesterday. So I joined his live. I seen that he was live yesterday after the Eagles won. I said, bro, the Eagles won. They didn't lose, bro. But your team's not playing. You can't watch your team for the rest of the year.
You feel like
I get to watch my team.
from the quarterback, but hey,
I mean, we could acknowledge that the passing game, they threw the ball for 65 passing yards, and then when you include the sacks, I mean, that was not a pretty passing day.
No, it wasn't. It definitely wasn't a pretty passing day, man. But it's one of those things that you look at it and you know that you feel like you're gonna need more from the quarterback. But hey, at the end of the day, it's win in advance and advance.
Well, now this as we look forward, and we'll do a lot this week. They're playing a team coming in here with a rookie quarterback, the one that's averaging like 32 points a game. So they're probably going to maybe score 4 points. They 592, 94-94. That's how you get aboard here. We'll talk more about Jalen Hurts coming up on the other side. He's going to break down Jalen Carter's play at noon. Incredible play by the young defensive tackle. And coming up next, more of Jalen Hurts' performance. A few things he had to say after the game. How will that affect things this week? We'll talk about Hurts' knee, his play, his performance. All done up with you guys as we react to the Eagles 28, the Rams 22, on to the NFC title game right here on Sports Radio 94 WIP.
I'm wondering why I don't remember.
Now, with the title game going on, you won't want to miss a moment of the action. Right now, all customers on FanDuel in partnership with Valley Forge Casino get a 30% live profit boost for Ohio State for Notre Dame in the championship game. Tonight, here's how it works. Place the bet of the game, buy your profit boost, and put winnings.
State when Ezekiel Elliott played. Yeah. That's why I always kind of like Ezekiel Elliott. Ended up being a bomb.
Well, now, he was good. He had an injury. And
At first, he was great.
Saquon had a big injury too, man, but he bounced back, dude.
He had like a leg injury.
Derrick Henry's doing as good as he is. I mean, he's out of it now, but... So I'm trying to think who... Yeah, Isaiah Pacheco from Chiefs still going. The Rams... I mean, not the Rams. The Bills got... who's that guy's name? But there's no really good space.
The person said, I understand.
They said, Robinson. So there's no big name running backs left.
Call or chat the 988 Suicide and Crisis Lifeline.
Saquon the Don.
Compassionate counselors respond 24/7.
Saquon the Don.
Just help.
That's it.
988-Lifeline.
Saquon the Don.
What's it? SK2 or was it?
SK3.
Was it 2K? S2K or I forget. SA2K, SA2K or something like that. So they're calling for the 2,000 yards. SA2K.
Be sure to subscribe to First to Pod on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
You deserve sunglasses that can keep up with your active lifestyle. Whether you're on the water, hitting the trail, or looking at the sun, Shady Precision Eyewear provides superior protection and clarity. Use code PLAY20 to get 20% off. Visit SeeBetterPlayBetter.com. Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter? Right? And the best part? Except Discover. Except Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer. Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times. Right. So we shouldn't get the parachute pants? These are making a comeback.
It went up.
That's weird.
I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2024 Nielsen report.
Where'd you get those shoes? DSW has all the shoes you need for whatever you're into. You know, like running shoes that give new meaning to personal best. Or everyday sneakers that make coffee runs look cool. Basically, DSW has all the best styles from the brands that always get it right. Like Nike, Brooks, Timberland, and more. Oh yeah, did we mention they also happen to be the perfect price? Find a shoe for every you at your DSW store and DSW.com.
I've been working with a nurse dietitian for the last 6 months, and it's been life-changing. I've lost weight, healed my relationship with food, and have way more energy. Working with a dietitian online to create a personalized nutrition plan was so easy thanks to Nourish. The best part, I pay $0 out of pocket because Nourish accepts hundreds of insurance plans. 94% of patients pay $0 out of pocket. Find your dietitian at usenourish.com. That's usenourish.com.
Shop can't miss deals going on now during Pro Savings Days at Lowe's. For a limited time, get a free adjustable stand when you buy a DeWalt 12-inch miter saw. That's a $229 value. Plus, save $680 on a Mightier 4-piece kitchen appliance suite. Now just $17.96. Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows pros. Valid 1/13 through 1/24. Cannot be combined with additional discounts. While supplies last. See store at Lowe's.com for more details and qualifying items.
Okay, business leaders, are you playing defense or are you on the offense? Are you just, excuse me. Hey, I'm trying to talk business here. As I was saying, are you here just to play or are you playing to win? If you're in it to win, meet your next MVP, NetSuite by Oracle. NetSuite is your full business management system in one suite. With NetSuite, you're running your accountant, your financials, HR, e-commerce, and more, all from your online dashboard. One source of truth means every department's working the same numbers with no data delays. And with AI embedded throughout, you're automating manual tasks, plus getting fast insights for your next move. Whether you're competing on your home turf or looking to conquer international markets, NetSuite helps you get the W. Over 40,000 businesses have already made the move to NetSuite, the #1 cloud ERP.
Right now, get the CFO's Guide to AI and Machine Learning at netsuite.com/special. Get this free guide at netsuite.com/special.
Okay, guys.
Happy Monday.
For real?
Yeah, my Mondays feel a lot better since I found an amazing therapist.
Jealous. I really need to find a good therapist, but I don't know where to start.
Find and book the right therapist for you on ZocDoc. Look, the patient reviews say that Dr. Taylor is super compassionate, she's in network, and available tomorrow.
What would I do without you?
Probably look for a new job.
You've got options. Download the free ZocDoc app to book today.
Mornings can start feeling the same. Wake up, go to work. But with breakfast from Wendy's, it's like, wake up, brush teeth, Baconate with a breakfast Baconator. Roll with the sausage breakfast burrito. Buddy it up with a honey buddy. Or get seasoned with seasoned potatoes. And then go to work.
Sorry. When you're ready for a fresh wake-up call, gotta be Wendy's.
I participate in U.S. Wendy's during breakfast hours.
Back to Hugh Douglas and Joe Giglio on Sports Radio 94 WIP.
Second down and 4 at the Rams' 45-yard line. Hurts, this time, looks, fakes, keeps it at the 40, at the 35, 30, 25, 20. Jalen Hurts, touchdown! 45 yards. How about the crowd on that one? Jalen Hurts, 44-yard touchdown to get the party started yesterday. Welcome back, Midday Show, 215-592-9494. That's how you hop aboard. Eagles 28, Rams 22, on to the title game in a wild one yesterday. You felt good at times, you felt like crap at times, and a lot of that, Hugh, was because the passing game and the offense was up and down, right? Jalen had the big run in the first quarter, did not turn the ball over, which is obviously a huge, huge part of winning the game. And from efficiency, they were 15 of 20 throwing the ball, right? It wasn't like he wasn't inept, but
shit.
They didn't get the ball down the field, and they took 7 sacks.
Yeah, that was the one, man.
What's going
That
on,
was
y'all?
the one.
It's cold as
When
shit
they
out here.
took the 7 sacks, because you talk about the first matchup, and we basically handled the
Getting this demo
the Rams.
done.
In this game,
It's a big job
came
out
to
here.
play. I mean, hats off to that game plan for them, coming across the country like they did, and battling the way that they did, man. That was a tough game. And they played hard.
There was a stat on the screen at one point on NBC, the most sacks ever over a 2-game span in the playoffs, because they had 9 last week, right?
Yeah.
And you look at the teams that were with them, it was like the 85 Bears, the 84 Niners, like, holy moly, this has not happened very often. The other part of the game for Jalen, unfortunately, was he got hurt, right? He got pulled down, and you could just see as he went down, it was awkward the way he went back, and his knee stayed. It was like a foot got planted, and he hurt his knee. And now the question we're going to find out as the week goes on is, how serious is it, and how much will it impact this week? I always wonder, like, does adrenaline get you through the first week?
Yes.
And
Well,
then,
adrenaline gets you through the game.
and then what?
Then when it started to get a little stiff, you got to start getting the treatment, try to get some of that swelling out of the knee or whatever. And you'll probably attack your treatment aggressively this week. It's probably going to be over there today and tomorrow. Just trying to get some of that swelling out, keep the movement in that knee, and try to make it as comfortable as possible. And back when I played, the training staff was phenomenal, and they had all the cutting edge technology. There's no question that they're going to do everything in their power with the technology that they have now to try to get him as ready to go as soon as possible for this week.
Well, that would be a celebration if he plays and he's healthy. Can we hear Jalen after the game on the field, Melissa Stark, talking about his knee and how he's feeling after the game?
You go. You and I were just talking about your knee. You went into the medical tent. You came out with a brace. How is this going to affect you next week?
Well, I'm sure I'll get asked about it later. I don't know if I can answer it right now, but I'm going to go enjoy this win with my teammates.
Are you okay?
I'll finish the game.
Yes, you finished and won the game.
Well, it's not a yes or a no, but it's I finished the game.
I mean, yeah, that's all you can ask for. He finished the game, and you would take whatever you can from him next week. Like I said, they're going to aggressively treat him. I remember when Donovan was hurt. I forgot was broke his ankle or something, and they had this infrared light thing, and I remember him just talking about, give me the lights, trying to get ready to go. So they probably have some other stuff that they're going to do to try to get him ready to go. So I think he'll be fine for this game.
So, look, I don't know what's going to happen. We'll see as the week goes on. If I had to guess right now, he's going to gut it out. He's going to play with a brace on. Here's my first question as we enter this week and look forward. Can he run on Sunday? Can he run next Sunday? Can he play? Yeah, probably, with a brace on. If he can't run on Sunday, it changes a lot. Like, if he is just a pocket quarterback for this coming week, it changes their offense. It changes the way the Commanders play, all those read options. Like, that's the question I have. Not will he play, what kind of Jalen do we get?
I think he'll be able to run enough.
Playing Jalen.
That's how I kind of look at it, because everybody at this point is
Better
banged up.
just play football, man. Play to win. That's all.
I think that he'll be functional up to right now. Will he be out there ripping off 60-yard runs like he did last week?
44-yarder yesterday.
Well, that's what it was, 44 yards. Will he rip off a 44-yarder like he did yesterday? Probably not, but I give him 20, 15, 20-yard runs. If he can give me that, I'll take that.
They don't win without that 44-yarder.
Well, they don't. Yeah, damn, when you think of it like that. But I feel like that was the
Should've been doing
matchup
that shit all
that
game.
you
Should've
needed
been
that to
throwing the
happen
fucking ball.
yesterday. When you look
Waits
at
too
this
long to throw the football.
Commodores matchup, they scored a lot of points in the last couple of weeks. But I
He
feel
drops
like
back and he holds on to
the
the ball
reason
for
why
too
they
long and
had
he gets
so
sacked,
much success
or he throws the ball
against,
away.
especially against the Detroit Lions, is
I'm
because the
surprised he
matchup
got that 40
favored
yard or
them a
40-some
little
yard
bit better
touchdown.
than it did against us. And what I
He's
mean by
scared.
that is this.
Jalen Hurts
If I'm
is
not
scary.
mistaken, I don't have the
I
box
like
score in
him,
front of
but
me.
he's scared.
They were almost at 100 yards this weekend, if not over 100 yards running the football.
I mean, Daniels himself. You talking about the Commanders?
No, yeah, the Commodores.
I like
Yeah.
Daniels
Jalen.
himself.
I'd trade him for
as a
Hurts,
team,
honestly,
they ran
right
for
now.
182.
If
Yeah.
Hurts don't get
Daniels ran
together,
for 51
I'd
of
trade
those.
Hurts
Yeah,
for
but the
Jaden
running
Daniels.
game, my point
I like
is this. The running game
Good.
factored in huge for them.
Either their two backs ran for 21
Good.
carries, like Eckler and Robinson.
Yeah.
He got a good
21
career
carries
ahead of him.
for
I like
well over
Jaden
100
Daniels.
yards.
since
Yeah,
the beginning
and
of the
if I'm not
season.
mistaken, even in the two
I like
matchups that we had,
Saquon
that
on
wasn't
the
a
Eagles
big
before
deal
he
like
even
it
played. I
was
knew he was going to have an
for that
amazing
game
year.
against
And he
the
did.
Lions. So I look at that. That's something that we can negate to a certain extent. Because let me look at. I'm looking at the box score from the game that we lost, and their rushing yards. Jaden was the guy. He was the lead rusher.
Yeah, he had like 80 in that game.
Yeah, he
against
had
us?
80 in that game. Then you look at Brian Robinson at 24. So they just had a 113. But my
Come
point
on,
is
y'all.
this. I think we
Where the fuck
match
are
up
my
well
viewers
in the
at?
running game, and that kind of negates that a little bit. Now
Why
you
my
have to
live
just
up?
slow
Run
him
it
down
up.
in that passing game, which is picked up over the last couple of weeks.
Fucking wet
Jaden
and cold
throws
out
some
here.
pretty football.
Oh my goodness, he was 22 of 31 for 299.
He throws
on
some
Double
Sunday.
tap
great
that screen
Yeah, he
now.
was remarkable.
Appreciate
So
it.
yeah, I think they're gonna have to score more points on Sunday than they've been scoring lately to win this game, and that means they're gonna need Jalen to do what he can. But now we find out how he feels this week. We'll see about practice. Let's hear Jalen after the game yesterday talking about why all those sacks, what was going on with the pass game yesterday.
What do you take from the pressure you faced today and the sacks, specifically at the end of the first half and the safety? What do you pull from those?
I have to watch the film to be able to assess it better, but rhythm is everything. Rhythm is everything. You just gotta be able to find our rhythm on what we do. Rhythm doesn't mean quick passes, long passes, or whatever. It's just finding our niche and
The game yesterday talking about why all those sacks, what was going on with the pass game yesterday.
What do you take from the pressure
I get it, you want to
faced
hit
today
guys.
and the sacks,
You know what I'm
specifically
saying?
at the end of the first half and the
AJ
safety?
Brown.
What do you pull from those?
I have to watch the film to be able to
You can't fucking
assess
throw
it
the ball.
better, but
Scared.
rhythm is everything. Rhythm is everything. And we just gotta be able to find our rhythm on what we do. And rhythm doesn't mean quick passes, long passes, or whatever. It's just finding our niche and what we do. And I think what we've been able to do this year, in terms of what our rhythm is, it's, you know, we love to start off fast, some type of way, get some explosives, and pop some in the second half. You know,
They
pop
played
some
quarterback
big-time
through
explosive
college.
plays
I
in the
know they
second
played
half. I
quarterback
think
in high school.
Saquon has been tremendous at that. Rain, sleet, or snow, he's been able to
Well, yeah, dude, they used to run them all the time, like a running back for sure.
pound, and then
That was weird.
take it off. You know, and I think that was that was fun. That was cute. I say just being able to pop it off first for once.
Fun and cute is wild. Fun and cute is wild. It was like it was almost like he was trying to figure out what he really wanted to say.
You notice he spun that away from the pass game and the sacks to Saquon. Like Saquon's great, he ran the ball. We know Jalen. What our callers do. Yeah, he was. You know, maybe Jalen is a future WIP caller. He did. That was spin. That was a spin job. What happened on those sacks? Well, we ran it well. All right.
Don't need to throw me a Saquon.
Well, all right. If you had to give Jalen a grade for yesterday, what would you give it?
See,
I think it's what's in the bag.
That's what
I mean, he didn't play bad. He didn't play
I'm
bad.
tired of hearing Pat
But if you're asking me to grade him, there was a couple plays where, well, he holds the ball, and that probably could have been the weather. I give a B. I give him. I give him.
I can see he was fine too.
No, I'm saying I gave a B because I'm thinking about it because
You got bullied without even anybody saying anything.
Because I'm
AJ,
when you asked me initially, I'm thinking C because of everything that happened, like some of the stuff that he did, you know, not the turnovers, but you know, sacks and stuff like that.
Safety, took a safety.
But at the same time, I'm thinking, okay, maybe it wasn't that bad because a couple of receivers did throw the ball. It was like, yeah, and that's why I said I give him a B.
So I was thinking
C
C2.
plus B.
Okay.
C plus B.
You're working right through it?
I'm working my way. I'm workshopping.
I wrote down a C2, but that's heavily weighed by the 44-yard touchdown. It's
C's
like,
get degrees. They won the game.
I mean, C's get degrees. And that 44-yard touchdown is why we passed the class, because the passing game yesterday.
That's all that matters. As long as you pass. Hey,
we were hovering on F+ if it wasn't for that run. The passing game was bad.
Yeah, because I'm being, it's MLK. I'm being careful not to criticize the quarterback too much on MLK Day, man. You know, since I'm here, so yeah.
Kyle, holidays aside, what did you give Jalen yesterday?
Yeah. Well, now I'm worried.
Now, he feel a little pressure.
Now I get guilted into not giving him a C.
I know you're not going to guilt me. He gets a C. It was a C game. C's get degrees.
It was, man.
That's the name of the game for the Eagles this year. C's get degrees in the passing game. That's how we're in the NFC title game.
Them Commodores coming, though, boy.
Yeah,
I tell you.
that's not a C passing game that's coming in here. We got to deal with that. Let's go back to the phones. 215-592-9494. David in Westchester. What's up, David?
Hey, gentlemen. How you doing?
What's up, man?
What's up? I was going to give a game ball to the defense, but with anybody has any type of football IQ, you know that defense is a luxury, so they don't get a game ball.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one, but go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah, so we're going to have to give it to Saquon. So, I mean, he was amazing yesterday. And, you know, my emotional roller coaster ride yesterday left me physically and mentally drained, but it was a great win. Yeah, just for them to be able to pull it out yesterday, it was just phenomenal. It was just phenomenal to watch.
Yeah, you're not kidding about the emotional up and down. Like I was tired after the game. I needed to sit down, and I was sitting for the game, but I needed to lay down afterwards.
Yeah, I'm still tired. Like, oh my God.
Well, it's good that most people have the
What the hell y'all doing?
The heart rate going up and down. It's like going for a run or exercise or working out.
Is that what it is? Only thing I was thinking about was like, damn, if they lose this game, it's gonna be a tough ass day tomorrow at work. That's all I was thinking about. I was just like, man, boy, I can't wait to hear what we gonna talk about tomorrow. Yeah, that's what I was worried about.
Yeah, it was a lot.
You would have got crucified today if they had lost that game.
It would have been Hugh's fault for sure.
How would it have been my fault?
I still have no idea.
Towards the end of the game, I was starting to get scared.
How did I get Jason when I don't even have it? What are you talking about?
Well, I don't know, but he's right. It would have been your fault.
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying, David. Just no matter what, all roads lead back to me.
Exactly, right? Exactly.
Well, no, Hugh had himself a legitimate, honest to goodness
$40.
It was big.
Win.
Was it on sale or you just got there?
Yeah, somebody felt bad for a second.
I think I played.
Yeah, I would like to nip a little bit if I could. Sure. I know nobody was here, but we need a new kicker. I am so tired of him missing extra points. I mean, that should be the
Well, okay, Dave, let me ask you this question. I got this morning. Where we going to find a kicker at? This week. Where in the history of, Dave, I'm just asking because I like to live in rational, logical situations.
This is WIP here. We don't
No, but what I'm saying is, where are we going to get a kicker at 5 days before the game? Where are we going to find one?
There are probably about 100 people out there that can
the whole game because he's fast.
Again, Dave, you say there's 100. Okay, let's say that. Where we gonna find one that's gonna kick for us this week? When have you ever known that to be the case in the NFL? Whenever.
Come on, Jalen Hurts, give us a
Like when have anybody the week before the playoffs, championship game? Have you ever heard of anybody picking up a kicker?
They lost in the Super Bowl,
I want a new kicker, okay?
I like how you just completely ignored everything I said.
Take your logic and get it out. David, good phone call. So you're right. I mean, they're probably going to roll with Jake Elliott.
They ain't got no choice.
Well, hopefully the
do you
refs
feel
don't,
good about this? Because I feel I have to close my eyes every time he kicks the ball.
Can I just tell you?
all season.
When we scored, right? I forgot what I did. I maybe went and got a glass of juice or something. No, because I was still at the stadium. And I remember thinking,
orange, grapefruit, what do you get?
I think I was getting what was it called, the Starry. I was in the I was in our booth. I was in our you know what they call it?
What are we gonna do?
Where we go? Odyssey.
Shit.
Yeah, the Odyssey, whatever they call it. Sweet, whatever. So I'm like,
Dude, that shit's out of control now.
how the hell he missed that?
That shit just like
Because I missed
They didn't
that
even
portion of it. Because I just assumed
because they assumed
the
it's
field.
not in the
Well,
top
the field,
6. And
and I know he's kicking field goals. I mean, when he's trying to kick, for 3.
He's just not.
He misses
He's not.
but I'm like,
He's not
that's a
number
chip
one,
shot.
dude.
It's crazy
He
because he
does
made all
great
3 field
when
goals
he's got a
yesterday.
big man or a good
Yeah, the
number.
extra point. Yeah, he didn't make the
Paul
extra point.
George
Which I
is
was
just.
like, wow.
He's.
How did that
doesn't have
happen?
it.
So
The
to
whole
answer your
team's always
question,
hurt.
am I worried
Fucking
about it?
Andre
No.
Drummond's always
And the
hurt.
folks that
He's
keep
always hurt.
listen, I appreciate all the questions that you like to ask.
And then I just don't like the
I
game
usually work on Monday, so the question that you're asking
Football
on
starting to
the
get that way
the
too.
daily,
I always
I'm gonna
did,
probably
yeah,
answer
but
them
it's
on
starting
Monday
to get
anyway.
too
So to
soft.
answer this person's question, I ask you,
It went
am I
through a
worried about
transition
kick?
where it got
No.
soft, but
Because ain't nothing I can do.
When you watch it,
When you asked about the quarterback earlier in the week, nah.
so
Because ain't nothing I can do.
You know what? That would make me worry more.
What's that? Because you can't do
I
nothing
can't do
about it?
anything about it. Yeah.
It looks like dude, like
I mean, you just have to.
Oh, honestly,
You got to
I'm
aim
that's
up
because you're sitting back a little
and
ways.
say, hey man,
I guess
it's
it
gonna
is
be okay. We got your back.
We're back to Major League Buddies here with Hub.
Yeah, I remember I
We got
watched a
two.
hockey
We
game
gotta
one
do
time.
it. Okay, what we gonna do? Okay, then what? Then after you get done worried, then what?
Like
Oh yeah.
somebody
Roll his ass out there, gonna make some kicks, right? So that's what I'm saying. What you worried about?
I feel like so the Schuylkill's right to a degree. I feel like it's like watching someone try to cross the frozen Schuylkill. Like he might make it across the
Yeah,
side.
no, he ain't gonna make it because it ain't that
I
frozen.
don't know.
But that's Jake Elliott.
Google ain't that
That's a
frozen.
thin layer today.
You know what I mean?
It is thin. And but no, he's made it across. They've made it across with him as their kicker most of the year. We've got 2 more. Like he's like 90% of the way over this to win a championship with this guy at the kicker. But I don't know. I mean,
I remember we were doing that one job. We were talking
I
about
feel like it's
Saquon.
probably going to be a miss.
Didn't even
half
see
the
him
time.
play yet.
Of course. I mean, like, he's been shaky all season long. It's such a weird game by him yesterday, too. To make the club. Like, some of those field goals he made were tough. And, like, one was like a 44-yarder. And that,
Birds, go fucking birds, man.
I was shocked when he made those, but then the
Put the
extra points,
fucking
like, you're
Eagles
like,
emoji in
not
that bitch.
surprising.
Fly,
But
Eagles,
so
fly.
I get what Hugh's saying. I also don't really see any way that we're going to be able to, like now at this point, bring in another kicker. I feel like you just kind of have to ride it out with Jake.
Well, yeah, and
I
now
don't feel good about it.
you're in a weird spot where you're really going to replace a guy that just made 3 field goals in the playoff with next week. No, I mean, he's going to be here next week, and every time he goes out there to kick, I'm going to feel like crap. I mean, that's where we're at right now. Let's go to Big V in Mount Laurel. What's up, Big V?
Take my chances with Jake Elliott.
I gotta congratulate you.
Why?
Well, you were on plant-based Friday, and the day you came in,
Wish they
give
would
up all those
fucking pick up
excuses
a
and talking about
new
this
fresh
and happened and
quarterback.
that happened. You just enjoyed the moment, and I appreciate that. Unlike some of the other callers, you know, like one guy who dogged Jansen on Thursday and then on Monday says,
Probably talking big shit on the line. Got it fucking shaking.
Yeah, but we didn't even get to those guys yet. Big V, listen, of course I'm excited today. Now, I was plant-based Friday, and the game played out exactly like I thought. They were going to win, and I felt like I was going to throw up halfway through the game. I mean, that's exactly what happened. I felt nauseous.
yeah, I did too. You know, I had to take Hughes' advice. I went and got some Rolaids.
Tom's Rolaids. Yeah, you probably helped sell
I am
those this
Christian.
weekend.
Yeah.
I gave my heart to
just
Jesus
like,
Christ.
What's his name? Sold all those, couple of million of those books. But
Inner
I don't
excellence.
really talk religion in my lives, though, but I
Yeah,
appreciate
he
it.
won.
Murphy, Murray, something like that. Of course, he was at the game
I'm
yet,
a
wasn't he?
gun
At the
too,
game
bro.
where
I
he just
shoot a
brought
lot
his
of
book.
guns.
He met AJ.
Yeah.
And
I'm
they
a
had a
Christian.
powwow at the
I'm a
note.
sinner like everybody else.
Can
I
he
sin
help
probably
AJ
every
get back on
day.
track, catch the ball? 'Cause
I just try my hardest not
He's
to.
been a little quiet. This week is gonna be big for AJ.
Better be.
yeah. This week is
I
going
try
to
to
be
pray
big.
as much as
By
I
the way, I'm
can.
glad my
I
prediction came
thank the
through
Lord for
because
how
all
blessed I
roads
am.
lead
Even
to
on
the
days
Super
like
Bowl.
this when I'm working out in this crap,
So y'all was happy
gotta
about
thank
that.
God, man.
But
Because you know I could
would've
be
poured on that
sitting in the
prediction of
house or
threes, but
I
instead
could
of
be sitting
Saquon
outside
getting
somewhere with
three,
no house.
Jalen ended up sneaking in one.
no
So
job.
I'm okay with that too. But yeah, I mean, you
Instead, I got my own
can't
company.
blame the passing game because
my own
under the
boss.
conditions that Jalen had
Get
to
to
deal
work at
with,
my own
I
pace
mean,
when I
most of
want
the
to.
passes were on the money.
I could do
And
live
he did
streams.
not turn over the ball.
Doing
Well, he did.
my
I
job.
mean, but-
I could do whatever I want.
You know, the other team
I
threw
make
for
good
300
money.
something yards in the same weather. They could throw the ball.
Well,
I let God
you know,
know how
teams
grateful I
that,
am
you know,
every single
lost,
day,
like
man.
the
I talk to
team
my
that I said was
grandparents and I
suspect
talk
that
to
lost.
God
I ain't gonna mention their
every
names
day.
because everybody jumped on me about it. But, you know,
No, I know. No, I get it. But
But
we can't just say the snow was the reason they couldn't throw the ball. The same team on the field with them threw the ball.
Yeah, the same team was on the field with them through the ball, but their team, they don't have a good running game.
I said that I am Christian. I gave my heart to Jesus Christ.
But they have a good running game.
I don't talk religion in my lives, but yeah,
Well, I mean, Saquon almost did that by
I try to pray every day as much as I can. Every night, every morning, and thank God. Pray for strength, energy to get through. For my family and loved ones to be safe. Appreciate you, man. Double tap that screen like the live. We're out here putting in work, man. Pretty big job. It's already been like a week and a half. Just the weather's been crazy, man, with the snow.
What is going on? Me and my buddies, we just watch AJ, and we watch AJ Brown, and we watch Hurts. What is going on with these dudes, man? It seems like it's something that somebody got into their feelings, like you talk about, or is it something over a girl or something, man? It just something doesn't make sense, man. These guys don't look like they're having fun, or do you get the same vibe?
No, I don't. But I probably don't watch, with all due respect, I probably don't watch the game the way that you're watching. I usually watch what's going on in the trenches and stuff like that. I will say this. The couple times early in the game, Jalen tried to get AJ involved, he dropped the ball.
Yep.
Now, when you talk about possessions and the way that the game was going, if I'm throwing you the ball, you keep dropping it. I ain't about to throw it to you no more. And maybe that's probably where Jalen was with it. I don't know. Because that dynamic, I don't really know that much about.
Well, that one drop he had down by the goal line, that was egregious. He should have had that.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if you guys remember this. Me and my boys played it back all day. That was on that fourth down play that he did catch the fourth down. That was a delay of game. They didn't even come close to getting that off when the play clock.
Oh, yeah, Tom, I saw it too, and I was like, oh my goodness, we got away with one. Yeah, you're right. Yeah. I mean, it was zero. You saw it on the clock. Tom, good phone call. So here's what I noticed, about the A.J. Brown thing. That's just, it's odd. So he's played 5 games in the playoffs with the Eagles since he got to the team, right? Two years ago in the FM.
Bracket contest. Sponsored by
wrecked that game yesterday, as well as your phone calls right here in the midday show. Sports Radio 94 WIP.
Kick off an exciting basketball season with an offer to splash on with BetMGM, an authorized gaming operator of the NBA. Enjoy an NBA odds boost token to snag even more winnings on your basketball wagers. And it's oh so simple to use. Just log into your BetMGM Sportsbook app and add an NBA wager to your bet and activate your odds boost token. If you win the wager that was made with the odds boost token, you will receive extra winnings in unrestricted bonus dollars. 3 quick steps and
Gotta go have a great day. I like this. I appreciate you, Jesus follower. Keep spreading the word, brother.
Help you create another perfect season of basketball brilliance. Join the huddle, get off the bench, and head for the net with BetMGM Sportsbook all season long. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly.
See BetMGM.com. Features in Pennsylvania only. Existing customer offer subject to eligibility requirements. Worth issuers unrestricted funds. If you or somebody knows a gambling problem, help is available. Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
That's sitting there asking for money
January only. Kia of Terry
for 3 hours straight on a live, but
APR for up to 72
they won't
months
come
on
on
select models. Kia of
a man that's working his ass off his
Kias
live
available to choose from.
and offer help. I mean, I don't want nobody
Kia of
talking about
Terry
asking for no money.
payments for the
Nothing
month of
like that. I'm
January.
not asking for no
Available
money.
24/7 at Kia
Come
of
kick it.
TerryHill.com.
Come check out the
0%
channel.
for 72
Check my
months equals
videos out.
$13.89 per thousand finance through KM. On approved that's $131.25.
A homeless man that's on drugs that's just begging people for money on his live. And people be in there spamming the comments, trying to support it. Which I get it, he needs help. You know what I mean? Shit, man, can a content creator that's doing something get some views and some help and some support? I don't want nobody money. Just want some support. Just build a channel. I like to shoot guns. I'm a contractor. I do a lot of big jobs. I got a
Carrier
deck
has the
job.
home comfort
I'm
you
doing
need
after
and
this that I had to
financing
put off
options to
because of all
fit
this
any
snow.
budget. Right now, you can
But
enjoy 60 months financing
all
on a
types of
new
work,
home
man.
comfort system.
I'm
Turn
gonna go
to your
live every
local
day at
Carrier
work.
dealer for efficient heating
I'll go
and
live
cooling,
at home too, but
healthier indoor air, and
I don't
convenient
know. People
monthly
are tired
payments
of
for
seeing
qualified buyers.
guns on
Visit
live, and then you can't
nopaycarrier.com.
really
That's
touch the guns on live. You
nopaycarrier.com.
can't really show them.
Carrier, turn to the
You can't
experts.
shoot the guns on
Hey, it's
live.
Mike and Spike and Frank.
But I do
The
got a
two
bunch
things
of
that are
short
most important with
videos.
our show is teamwork, and of course, it all comes down
Check
to
'em out.
performance.
That's right, boys. You know you gotta perform when it counts.
And that goes for the veteran too. And that's where Blue Chew comes in. Blue Chew is gonna make you a top performer in the bedroom and make you an even better teammate to your partner.
I have to tell you guys, even if she hasn't mentioned it, you know damn well she'll appreciate it. That's what good teammates do.
Blue Chew.
Let's go, man. Spam the comments. Let me see them Eagles emojis.
Niagara, Cialis, Levitra, and Staxon in chewable form. It's made in the USA, so it's shipped fast and it keeps the cost down. And we are proud Americans who don't like swallowing pills. No. We like to chew. And we also don't like waiting in line at the pharmacy or going to have to see the doctor. So Blue Chew has none of that.
Double tap the screen, like the video. Check my channel out too, y'all.
Yes, sir. You go to BlueChew.com, you fill out the little form there, give it a try, and the first month is free, like I said. BlueChew.com.
Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first. Like, check that your seats aren't in the visitor section first, before buying tickets.
I'm so excited for this game. I can't believe we got us tickets. Me too. Wait, are we on the road?
Yeah, check it first. So check Allstate first for a quote that can save you hundreds.
This is gonna be a long game.
You're in good hands with Allstate.
I'm trying to help you.
Allstate by Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates with Illinois.
How do you spot the all-new Nissan Rogue Rock Creek? Here's a hint. It's got all-terrain tires, the tubular roof rack you can't miss, and it's tough inside and out with
Little spider.
detail. You'll also find it in its natural habitat.
He's cold as shit. I'm gonna put him in the garage.
And never backing down from any adventure. The first ever Nissan Rogue Rock Creek.
Intelligent all-wheel drive platform collisions are provided against traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions. Always secure cargo. Heavy loading of the vehicle with cargo, especially on the roof, will affect the handling and stability of the vehicle.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance specialist for university housing, he knows college students can major in wear and tear. Plus, housing so many students doesn't leave a lot of room to house all the supplies he needs. That's where Grainger comes in. With over 1 million industrial-grade products and fast, dependable delivery, Grainger carries the quality products he needs so he doesn't have to. From a new door hinge to a whole new faucet. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
We just want to have enough money for retirement.
And travel to visit our grandchildren.
I understand. That's why at Fisher Investments, we start by getting to know each other, so I can learn about your family, lifestyle, goals, and needs, allowing us to tailor your portfolio.
What about commission-based products?
We don't sell those. We're a fiduciary, obligated to act in your best interest.
So how do your management fees work?
We have a simple management fee based on the value of your portfolio. So we do better when you do better.
We appreciate that kind of transparency.
We also check in with you regularly to keep you up to date on the markets and your portfolio.
What other services do you offer?
As a client, you have access to resources on investing, financial planning, estate, Social Security, Medicare, and more.
Wow, it sounds like Fisher Investments has everything we need.
At Fisher Investments, we're clearly different. Learn more at FisherInvestments.com.
Investing in securities involves the risk of loss.
Nice job. Swear shit. All that shit, I demoed that entire wall. And y'all are sitting on the pad that I demoed too. This pad behind y'all.
Nothing at stake this weekend, yet it feels like they took a loss
This
anyway.
one.
Now the